And here are the top 5 props by handle at the Caesars Sportsbook. The coin toss is usually the most bet on prop, and the majority of money is going on tails. Tails has won 29 times. Heads has only won 26 times in Super Bowl history. The no overtime, popular bet, but it's, minus 1,600. That's a lot of juice there. Evan McPherson over 1.5 made field goals, minus 145. And opening kickoff touchback, no. That's minus 125. I believe Justin Page, our researcher, told us in the last 20 years there's only been 2 opening game touchbacks to start things off. So let's get our sports line experts in here to give us some props of their own. Emory Hunt and Larry Hartstein, who I believe flipped a coin for the very first time in his entire life this week as he was competing against Jonathan Coachman for the early edge crown. And we have some video of that. Coach could not get over the way Larry flips a coin. Larry, who taught you how to just the flick of the finger, who taught you how to do that?
It's clear nobody ever sat me down and showed me the right way to flip a coin.
Well, it doesn't matter how you do it. All that matters is how you pick it at the Super Bowl. And no, they will not be asking Larry to flip the coin today. Larry, it's even odds here, no juice, plus 100 both sides. Which side are you on?
I'm going to go with heads. I just feel a little bit bad for heads because tails has got that cute phrase, tails never fails, and I was talking it over with my family. We could not come up with the catchy phrase for heads, so I just think heads gets a little left out. It's 29-26 tails, but heads has been on a little bit of a run. Let's go with heads.
I'm going to go with tails never fails, and Larry is the Bill Cartwright of coin flipping with that ugly form, man. Goodness. Heads, you can't live without a head, but I always go tails never fail, so I'm going with tails.
And for a long time, there were studies done, in fact, that the weight of the coin actually gave tails a slighter edge, 51%. That was a long time ago. They've redone things. It really is close to 50-50 now, as you would expect, I guess, with the flip of the coin. All right, first scoring play. Emory, who scores first and how does it happen?
I feel like the Rams will score first. Their offense is more apt to get down the field quickly, but it'll be a field goal. So I look for LA to get the field goal first as the first points of the Super Bowl.
I'm going to piggyback off that and use Rams field goal and Bengals field goal both at plus 400. So you risk 100 on each. And if it hits, you get 400 back for a $200 investment. And we've had 4 straight Super Bowls where a field goal has been the opening score, 5 out of 6, 8 of the last 13. Both of these coaches are in the top half of coaches that take the points that go for the field goal instead of going for it on, say, a 4th down from the 30-yard line or something like that. So that's good value. It does take away the safety. The safety comes if you add the safety and field goal plus safety, you get plus 140. If you do it this way, it comes out to plus 150.
Okay, first scoring play. Both guys believe it is going to be a field goal based on the odds. How about the jersey number of the first touchdown score? Emory, it used to be you wouldn't pick 1 through 9 because, it really, you didn't have players that could score with a 1 through 9 jersey or many anyway. Now, a lot of the stars wearing 1 through 9 as they've changed the rules the last couple of years.
Yeah, I'm upset that they didn't have this as 1 through 10 because you could slide Cooper Kupp in there as well. But I'm going 1 through 9. That puts you in play for Jamar Chase, Odell Beckham, or like I said earlier, a kicker getting those 3 points. I'm going with 1 through 9 being the number range for the first score.
I wanted to go with the 84-99 because not only do you get all the tight ends in this game, and I think Blanton is going to have a very good game, you also get T. Higgins and you get Aaron Donald. But that plus 400, not enough value there. So I'm going to go to 21-30. Here's what you get with 21-30. You get Joe Mixon for the Bengals, and you get all 3 Rams running backs. You get Cam Akers, Sony Michel, Darrell Henderson. Of course, they can run it in. They can catch a pass to get in the end zone. I'll go for 21-30.
I think our Pete Prisco likes the 16-1 long shot where you get, I think it's 41 through 83 because he thinks Boyd is going to be the first touchdown scorer in this game. All right, how about the player to commit the first turnover? Larry, Matthew Stafford led the NFL in interceptions this season.
He did, but there's a matchup in this game that is really not fair, and that's Von Miller going up against Isaiah Prince, the right tackle. He graded out 75th out of 84 tackles with enough snaps to qualify, and I see Von Miller coming off the edge, potentially getting a strip sack of Joe Burrow, and that's why I think the value is on Burrow. I know Stafford has the bigger numbers, but in the playoffs, Stafford only has one turnover. Of course, Tart dropped a pick, but Joe Burrow has 2 interceptions in the playoffs, and I think we could get a sack fumble more likely.
Exactly, Larry. I was at the Senior Bowl last week, and the talk of all week in Mobile was small hands and turnovers with Kenny Pickett, and Joe Burrow has just as small of his hands as does Kenny Pickett, and I expect that to be the reason why he gets the first turnover, because we talked about the pressure getting back there, forcing a sack, forcing the ball out of his hands. I think that's more likely to happen than one of these Bengals defensive backs catching one of these missile shots from Matthew Stafford.
All right, now, color of the Gatorade bath. You got the Bengals. It's not going to be black. Orange, probably for the Bengals, you would think. With the Rams, likely blue. Could also have yellow there as well. Larry, what color do you like?
I think good value on blue at plus 400. It's hit 2 of the last 3 years. And if you think the Rams are going to win the game as I do, you're going to discount orange and go with blue. Let's do it again. 3 out of 4 years for blue.
I love the setup there, Chris, because that's my line of thinking. Teams are more likely to drink their team colors. So, and if you think the Bengals are going to win, which I do, I'm on the opposite side of Larry. I would go orange.
All right, fellas, thank you so much for your picks here leading up to the Super Bowl and some fun picks as well. The guys disagree on Gatorade and coin toss. I guess that's a true 50-50, right? Super Bowl watch party with the early edge. Watch the game with the guys. It's going to be so much fun. I've hung out with those guys all week. I could tell you firsthand how much fun it is to hang with these guys. It begins at 6:30 Eastern Time when the Super Bowl kicks off on YouTube on the Sportsline channel.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.